Let's show you how you can set up your Copilot agent to say a person's name all within Microsoft Copilot Studio right now. And this way it allows the experience to be more interactive and enjoyable for the end users who are eventually going to be chatting with your agent. So one big disclaimer right here at the beginning of the video is if you are wanting your agent to say someone's name, you need to get their name somehow, right? And so what this means is you need to find and define some kind of variable for the person's name. And then in these messages that you're going to define, adding that variable. And now there are a couple ways to do this. One is through authentication. And so authentication being if the person has to log in, which then it would have access to that user's credentials, thus likely access to their name. Now, authentication is a whole can of worms, a whole bunch of different settings, and it determines the channels you can deploy your agent to. We're not talking about authentication, but that is one easy way if your agent, say, is hosted in Teams that requires authentication, then everybody talking to it, Copilot already has the person's name because they're already logged into Teams, right? The other would be to actually ask for it and say at the beginning of the conversation, hey, what is your name? Say this is something that's on your website and wouldn't require authentication. You could always ask or find the right place to ask for the person's name. So then that way you can store it in a variable and refer back to that variable throughout the conversation. Or as well, another one I had seen was you may, and this is maybe more of a pro code example, be able to set up a parameter that when somebody begins talking to your agent through the different channels to pass in certain variables or inputs or parameters, so to speak, like a person's name. So then you wouldn't need to ask for it, but that one's a pretty rare use case example, I feel like, of Microsoft Copilot Studio, at least at this point in time. So with that being said, you need to be able to capture the person's name because variables are how agents store these little nuggets of information. And you need to add that name to a variable so then it can continue to refer back to it. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Here I'm on an agent, and I think a pretty common use case is adding somebody's name to the initial message. And so if you have built an agent in any way, you'll notice that there's what's called a conversation start message. And this is the moment you reload your agent. You can see if I click reload up here. Just realize maybe you can't see that. Let me flip sides here. If you reload your agent, this is kind of a conversation start message. And you can actually click on this in this test pane, and it'll take you right to where that message is being created, what is causing that message to send. And you'll see that I was taken to the conversation start topic. As well, another way to get there is if you're not seeing here, it's because you're under custom. Click on system here, and you will see conversation start. Now, what this is saying is, hey, every time a new conversation starts, send this message. So if you want to change how you define this message, you would do that here. But let's say we wanted to add the person's name saying, hello, Griffin, comma, and then the rest of this message. I can click in here, hit a space, and you'll see that this little insert variable, kind of this X in the squiggly brackets, if you click that, we can see on this topic right now, I have no variables. But if you are using authentication, like I mentioned, you have a system variable already prepared for you. Go ahead and type in user. You can access all sorts of information. So this could just be their full name. This could be their first name, their email, all sorts of stuff. Again, this is only if your agent is using authentication. These will be blank. Let's say we wanted to use the display name, the full display name of this user. If I just click on that, it's going to insert that variable right here. And so now, which I guess now that I think about it, in my test pane, I don't think I have authentication set up. But if I save this and refresh, oh, perfect. It is set up and works in the test pane. We can see here, hello, Griffin Lickfelt. It's using the display name of my user that is authenticatedly talking. As well, say you aren't using authentication, I want to show you. Let's say we wanted to ask at the very beginning what the person's name is. Something that's really important is this identify option. This is what's called creating an entity. There is a person's name entity. If you scroll down, that just kind of tells the Copilot agent, hey, we're looking for something that looks like a person's name. It's not, say, a string of numbers or a string of numbers. Wow. Um, or a yes, no, or anything like that. And let's go ahead and save this just as user. Actually, we won't use user. We'll say person's name. We'll say person name. And so here, this is creating a new variable. And if you click on this, one thing that would be important to note is you probably want, if you are making your own variable, to be a global variable. That just means that any topic your agent is on, it can use this variable. So go ahead and switch it to this. These are some extra settings. You can have it carry between sessions. That just means different conversations. So if I leave and come back, it may still be able to hold on to what my name was. But anyways, we now have set up a global variable, and say we wanted to use that. If I come down here and click just after my variable I put in here earlier, and oh, looks like I started typing at the end. Should be able to click in here and hit backspace and delete that. Now, if I click insert variable, we can now see our global variable here as well. So adding that is exactly the same. And adding it to any message throughout your entire agent is going to be the exact same experience. You're going to have a send a message node or an ask a question node, insert the variable, and there you go. If you have any questions about anything or feel like I didn't answer your question or want to get in direct contact with me to help you build your agents, be sure to follow the first link down in the description down below to get a meeting directly booked onto my personal calendar. Thank you so much for seeing the end of the video. I almost forgot to mention, if you have questions about Copilot Memory and want to learn more, be sure to check out this video right here. It's going to show you everything you need to know about building Copilots that have memory, all within Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, the host of the Citizen Developer channel, and I'm excited to connect with you in the next one.